Yeah, g'day. Can I just say, before you freak out, watch the whole video, alright? Before you get your little journal out and start writing for Junkie Magazine or BuzzFeed or one of you dickheads, just hear me out. I want you to think about your top 10 favourite colleagues at work or your friends at school or just 10 people that are around you. Now, if you're a male or you're female, you probably have a very similar answer. Rank them as the least funny being number 10 to the most funny being number 1. Now, chances are, this is just an average, maybe you completely disagree. Chances are that the top 5 will be majority men. Now, why is that? Well, we're about to find out. Really, let's think about it like this. When one of your mates goes on a date or you go on a date, what are the questions you get asked? If you're a woman, you probably say, oh, the date was great. He was really funny, right? But if you're a man, you're probably going to say, it was great, mate. I had a great time. She was really nice, really good looking. She loves animals. Do you see what I'm saying? We don't really mention funny. Let's just remember that we are animals for a moment, and one of the key reasons that we are here on this earth is to procreate and make more of us. What is a man's most attractive feature? You may be saying big arms or abs or whatever, but in reality, it's actually how much they can make you laugh, how much they can entertain you, have fun around, right? But for a woman, it's completely different. The way the male brain works, it doesn't look so much for the connection straight away, it looks for the sexual chemistry. Because women are smarter when it comes to this shit. We think with our dicks, women think with their brains. They start to think, okay, this guy, he might be a hot dude on fucking Love Island now, but in 3 years' time, he's going to have a receding hairline. He's going to have bloody psoriasis on his face. He's going to be a big ugly fuck. And, our relationship's going to be over. The female would much rather find someone who they actually enjoy being with because it has a long-term future. The problem lies in the fact that most men are unattractive. Like, what's attractive to one person's not attractive to the other, I get that. But most men are not attractive. So they rely on being funny. For a man to walk into a nightclub and trying to pick up a chick, it is tough work. You got to get dance moves down pat. You got to be funny in the conversation. You got to try desperately hard not to be a creep, and that's tough. But for a woman, all they have to do is turn up and not be obese. That is literally it. To reaffirm my point that I'm trying to make here is men are funnier than women. Women are still funny, but men are funnier. And why is that? Well, men are pigs. Our jokes are usually mean, horrible, disgusting, just absolutely not okay for the public context, but we tell them anyway. Funny women obviously exist. There's Joan Rivers, there's Phyllis Diller, there's Lisa Lampanelli, there's Sarah Silverman, there's even, what's her name, leather special girl, I wrote it down. Amy Schumer, back in the day before she stole people's jokes and started carrying on about the Me Too movement. Miss Pat, she's hilarious, right? Roseanne Barr, there's heaps of them, all right? Even in my house right now, Mrs. Butterfield, all right? Yeah, there's a Mrs. Butterfield. How you doing? Those Tinder profiles, they aren't me, all right? I can't have 700 Tinder profiles. I've tried. She is the funniest person that I've ever met. No one has ever in my entire life, comedian or no, has ever been able to make me laugh in the way that she does. It's the most perfect thing in the world. I am surrounded by hilarious women. My grandma's funny, my mum's funny, my auntie's hilarious, right? All these type of people. So that's why it really made me question the statement of this video before I filmed it, but I still agree with what the video states. For the longest time, men have been the collectors, the entertainers, and women have been the carers. And this doesn't mean there are not outliers. There are definitely hilariously funny women and completely unfunny men, but we are talking the law of averages here. I understand that in a time where people only read their headlines, that people are going to see this title and think, what an absolute misogynistic pig. And listen, you people have been saying that for fucking 2 years. Everything I've said negative about feminism, but you don't listen, all right? I'm standing on the fence here. I'm arguing both sides. I'm trying to come to a conclusion. But you just read the title. You're a fucking idiot. I think my argument is more than fair. In fact, I think it is correct. And you can think completely differently to me if you want. You might be a female comedian and think I'm an idiot, but you're just lying to yourself. For me, I had to develop a sense of humor because I was a fat kid. The only way I could make friends or talk to girls was to make them laugh. For a man, laughter can be his currency. It can be a ticket to an attractive mate. That's why you would never see a really rich, attractive woman with a fuck ugly dude. But you might see a really rich, unattractive dude with an extremely hot chick. He might be funny or have heaps of cash. I would like to just focus right now on what the late great Christopher Hitchens had to say on this topic. For women, the question of funniness is essentially a second one. They are innately aware of a higher calling that is no laughing matter, whereas with a man you may freely say of him that he is lousy in the sack, a bad driver or an inefficient worker, and still wound him less deeply than if you had accused him of being deficient in the humour department. In other words, women don't care about being funny. Men fucking do. But of course, some people disagree.
If you've never seen a woman be funny, then you're just a sexist asshole. And so I don't know where it comes from. It comes from if you say that, then you hate women.
That is fucking stupid. Why would that mean that you hate women? You're just grasping at straws, something shocking here. This is a great way to reaffirm someone's argument, is just to say, well, if you don't agree with me, then you hate everybody with a vagina.
I think that then you are not open to hearing what women have to say, and you're probably not funny, and you're probably threatened by women who can command attention in a room.
Okay. A lot of people think that men are intimidated by funny women. I've met a lot of female comedians, some that are great, some that are fucking terrible, and they still get gigs because they're chicks. Anyway, no one's intimidated, particularly in the funny world. People just want people to be funny. That's it. I want to know what you guys think at home, because this is a very contentious subject. Obviously, there's so much nuance in the argument. My argument, just to boil it down into a sentence, is men care more about being funny than women do, men try to be funny more than women do, and men rely on being funny more than women do. That's the argument, all right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you think I'm a racist, sexist, misogynistic piece of shit, or maybe I'm just a little bit right. Ladies and gentlemen, being a good motherfucker, peace in the Middle East, my dick stinks, bye.